Welcome YouTube to Servant King TV. I'm your host, Servant King. Now, before we go any further, make sure you like and make sure that you subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can let you know anytime I upload a video or I'm going live. So look, man, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that there's been talks of the second round of stimulus checks going out. I think we can be pretty confident that there's going to be a second round. I don't even think that's even the discussion. But in the game of politics, it's just that. It's a game. It's politics. So regardless of what one side says, the other side just has to disagree, or they have to counter it with something, opposed to them just getting together saying, listen, the people need this, let's go. So what I'm here to talk about, though, is not so much us getting, or you guys getting another check, but what to do with the check. Well, what to do with the money. Now, some people, well, I gotta pay my bills, and you do. But what I think is important is using this time to take this money, and I'm not gonna say free money, because we're gonna pay for this in some form or fashion. We might not have to pay it back in a dollar amount. We might not have to pay it back in, it might not be in taxes, but in some form, the people, whether we got the check or not, we're going to have to pay back that money. Nothing free, I promise you. I promise you ain't nothing free. So we're going to have to pay it back in some form or fashion. But I think what we should be looking to do now is invest. See, this thing been going on a lot longer than we planned. When we first started hearing about this COVID-19, we thought it was going to be a phase, And it is ultimately a phase. It's just one that's going to take a lot longer, and it's hit a lot harder than what we thought. Now listen, unemployment is skyrocketing. There even talks of evictions and foreclosure skyrocketing. Now, me personally, I don't know anybody who has been evicted or has had their home foreclosed on. I mean, since the pandemic has been official. Now, before that, yeah, but January. But I'm talking about since late February to now. As far as in the state of Florida, those things have been put on hold, and our governor just recently extended that. So I want to talk to the person you're trying to figure it out. You don't know what to do right now. You lost your job. Maybe you lost a lot of hours on your job. Maybe your spouse or your significant other lost their job or their income. And you're up in limbo about what to do. Should we catch up on bills? Should we pay off this? And I think it should be a combination of both, but you got to be strategic. Don't just get this money and blow it. Don't just get this money and blow it. See, the media will fool you now. See, they'll tell you, well, Americans aren't spending as much money no more. But I promise you, Rooms to Go still got commercials. Toyota, all these different companies, they still running ads, right? Because they're still selling products and services regardless. The world does not stop. Things might slow down, but the world does not stop, you guys. So listen, this is a time where discipline has to take the forefront of our lives. Discipline, being strategic. These things have to now take the driver's seat of our lives, because when we get money, a lot of us with the poor mindset, when we get money, we immediately want to spend it on the things that we want, opposed to the things we need. Listen, I get these questions all the time. Well, you keep saying invest. What to invest in? I don't know. I don't know. But you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. There's no set answer. What do you like to do? What do you want to do in life? You can do something to create some residual income. People say, well, I don't know what I don't know what my purpose is, because I'm big on purpose. Find your purpose, chase your purpose. And people say, well, I don't know my purpose. How do I find my purpose? Well, one, I believe prayer is number one, right? But after that, what's your passion? What are you passionate about? Because what you're passionate about will lead, it will direct you to your purpose. What are you passionate about? What would you do for free forever if you could? What would it be? What would it be? I see a lot of cooks now. You know why? Because people love to cook. It's something they just enjoy doing, right? And one thing about food, it's a sense of, it brings a sense of camaraderie with people. That's why when you have parties, you have get-togethers, it's all centered around food. You understand? So what I'm saying is, find what you like. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you enjoy doing, right? And when you find that, that will ultimately lead you to your purpose. Man, I was listening to some people the other day, ear hustling, being nosy, or whatever you want to call it. And they were having a conversation, and one of the guys was saying, well, all I know is I'm gonna take my money, I'm gonna just save it up. I'm gonna just save all that money up. I don't care, I'm gonna save it up. No, you're not. You know, it sounds good, right? And you should save some of it. Come on, man, let's be honest. You should try to save some of it, but especially if you've been blessed enough to continue to be working in this season and receive extra money that you didn't even expect to come, that money should be invested. It don't have to be a business. Like, stop thinking extra income has to come from you owning a big business. I gotta own a Walmart too big, Amazon too big. No. You could, Robinhood, they've got an app for you to passively invest in stocks, right? Even my Cash App. If you have the Cash App on your phone, if you use it for more than just sending people requests for money or sending people money, you can learn more and dig into more information about stocks through that app. It's a lot of other things, dog, that we can do that can lead us to the things that we want in life. Whether it's starting a channel, starting a blog, it's so much you can do. Drop shipping, renting your car out, whatever it is, man. We got to learn how to open our minds and stop looking for people to just tell us everything, right? I don't care who your mentor is, who you look up to, who's some of the people that you follow for information. Whatever it is, we gotta figure it out. But we gotta be strategic with figuring it out. We gotta take this money and put it to use. We gotta put this money to use. What I mean, we have to make the money work for us. That's it. Because I've been there, 2-3 jobs. Oh man, come on, man, around the clock. Nothing to show for it, because it's time, and then it gives you the mindset when you get paid to go buy what you want because you deserve it, right? Look, let me wrap this up. I just want to come to y'all and say, look, when this money comes, it's gonna be tempting. Yeah, it's gonna be tempting, because believe it or not, the people that's sending this money also know that most of the people that's gonna receive the money are gonna blow it. So I promise you, the furniture ads gonna continue to come. The jewelry ads gonna continue to come. We have to detach ourselves from that. We have to. That's why I always like to say it comes with a mindset. And mindset comes from reading, listening, and watching the right stuff. Because what goes in here, right, will show up out here, believe it or not. If you allow it to, I guess. Because, you're going to just sometimes hear things, period. But I'm talking about the stuff that you are intentional about listening to or even watching. So, look, Take the time. Sit back. Start thinking now. Start thinking now. Whether they send another 1,200 or they send 200, what would I do with that money? What would I do with it? Just think about it. What would I do with it? What's some of the possibilities? What's some of the things you thought about in the past that you said I didn't have money or I didn't have the time for? Now that's no longer an excuse. So start thinking, man. Be prepared. Prepare yourself for what's to come, and I'm positive the outcome will be much greater, much greater than what you would expect. And no, it don't mean you're gonna be a millionaire by the end of 2020. That's not what I'm saying. Whatever you invest in might only bring in $100 a month. That's $100 more than what you had. It's $100 that you didn't have to so much go and clock in for. It doesn't mean that you don't have to put time in for it. But what you don't want to do is have to put 8 hours in, 4 hours in each day just to make it. So just think about it. Start writing things down is more. That's something I'm learning and I'm doing more. Writing things down, trying to remember everything up in here. You're gonna kill yourself. You can't do it. So look, man. Once again, discipline, consistency. Stay focused. Stay focused. Get your mind right. Be prepared for what's coming. You already know. You've been hearing through the grapevines. When it get here, you won't be trying to figure out what to do with it. You'll have somewhere to put that money, because money is no good sitting in the bank account. Money needs to go to work just as you go to work.